In Dunstable, where the Zanu PF UK elections have taken place, and I have here with me Gloriene Francis, who's just won the post of chairperson for the Women's League. Gloriene, how do you feel about your achievement?
I'm a bit overwhelmed and I'm grateful, but I also feel that now my challenge begins.
Okay, your challenge begins now. So there were two people contesting for this post. Why do you think you won?
First of all, I would like to congratulate Comrade Sisi Mtokwani, who was the contestant. I've worked with her. She was a PC in the last executive. I suppose, for me personally, I think I'm very passionate when I talk about Zimbabwe, and I'm very much involved. And maybe I think when people see some of the things I do working from behind the scenes, without those are the things that maybe people sort of like hold on to. I'm a philanthropist, and I'm very passionate about sort of selling the Zimbabwean dream. So I think maybe that's what has helped, to be honest.
Okay, so are there any plans of working with Zanu PF in Zimbabwe?
We can't be a Zanu PF at all without Zimbabwe. For us to be able to do these official elections is because it was endorsed by Zimbabwe. We have a big role to play as the diasporans in terms of contributing to what happens in Zimbabwe. And we've got to be able to have a voice, especially from us, is one of the things that we need to move forward and not dwell on the past. So yes, definitely Zimbabwe is going to be, we have to work with Zimbabwe for us to be able to do anything.
In terms of supporting women, what plans have you got in Zimbabwe or in the UK?
So basically, my manifesto is based on a 10-point plan. And in that 10-point plan, my biggest passion is to be able to work with various things in terms of working women in politics. I feel that especially you've seen today, in terms of the main wing, there haven't been a lot of women contributing to, or actually participating as contestants. So one of my passions is to get women to get more involved in politics. I'm very passionate about the rural woman. The rural woman contributes a lot to even just production in Zimbabwe. But there's a lot of things that we can do to support the rural woman, even from here. The diaspora woman needs support. As you know, we live in a country where it's difficult in terms of child minding. There's been a lot of issues in terms of domestic violence. There's been a lot of issues in terms of just not being able to get that support. So for me, as a diasporan person representing women in the diaspora, I feel that should be one of my things that I need to be able to support. So I've got various things, and the girl child, that's another one. Within doing those projects, I can just name a few projects, that specific ones. Like, I personally believe we could have done more for the women that went to the Olympics football team. So that's something that I'm actually working on. I had already started working on behind the scenes. I won't be able to say too much detail because we're still finalizing the finer details. And also, one of my biggest passions is to be able to deal with the ladies that were given amnesty from Chikurubi prison. So those are some of the things that I would like to focus on amongst many.
How do you intend to deal with the ladies?
Well, basically, it's important, when somebody is given amnesty, where are they going? What support are they getting in the community? How are you going to make them a better person so they don't end up in where they're coming from? And those are things that unfortunately haven't been put in place. So for me, I need to be able to get the women together as well as the men, to be able to support a program where we can reach out to them and be able to rehabilitate them, but also to make them understand that even though you were in prison for whatever reason, there is still life out there.
Okay, in the next 2 years, where do you see yourself? What plans are you going to implement, and what changes are you going to make, especially for women?
I suppose I can only make suggestions and be passionate about it. But the thing is, it's not all about me. It's about the women. So my biggest thing is to mobilize more women. More women need to get involved, not only in just Zanu PF, but need to get involved in politics. Because if you're not involved, you do not have a voice. And that's the only way you can have a voice. So my biggest thing is to be able to mobilize more women to get into politics. The second thing is, in terms of, we need to be recognized more in Zimbabwe. We want to be able to say, okay, even though we're here, we have a mission, we have a purpose in our country, because all this that we're doing is about being able to make a difference in Zimbabwe. So I would like at least somebody from the diaspora to be actually sitting in Parliament and representing us in the diaspora. That's where I would like to push the Women's League to be involved in Parliament.
Sounds interesting, Gloriene. Any special message for women out there, your followers, fans?
I'd like to just thank everybody who has supported me. A lot of people know I've gone through a very difficult time, but my passion and me wanting to fulfill the Zimbabwean dream is what is keeping me here. If I didn't have the support from the women, I would not be here. What I just want to say is that let's unite, let's stick together. I don't believe in putting each other down. We need to support each other to be able to make a difference in our country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gloriene.
Thank you.